Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be telling you why I bought these, the AirPods Pro here in 2021, and why I believe that if you're deep into the Apple ecosystem, these are the best wireless headphones you can actually get today. Now I hear you, everybody's talking about the new Beats Studio Buds, Studio Pros, whatever their name is, and how great they are and how fantastic they are. And I do agree, the reviews look pretty good and the features on paper add up to a very good product. However, they have a massive design flaw that I can't really live with. And yeah, I said it, it's a flaw that's there by design, and I feel that a lot of tech reviewers and tech publications are glossing over this and not really delving into it, which is exactly what I'll do today. I'm going to tell you why, if you have a bunch of Apple products, the Beats Studio Buds are not the best buy, and indeed, the AirPods Pro still are. Now, for everyone that's new here, my name is Andreea, I'm a tech enthusiast, and I do tech videos for the fun of it. If you liked today's video, I'd really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the AirPods Pro. First up, why did I actually buy these? Because this is a value-focused tech channel, and I'm not usually going to recommend the most expensive product in the lineup. And these, for all intents and purposes, these are the most expensive in-ear wireless headphones that Apple currently sells. I'm excluding the AirPods Max because those are a different product type and a different price range altogether. Well, you need to hear me out a little bit because there's some reason to my madness. First up, I never considered buying wireless headphones in the first place. I never thought the idea was good or that they would offer me something that was so amazing that I had to spend several $100s to get some. However, let me explain my situation. Over the past year and a half, I've bought a bunch of Apple products, and you see, Apple is this brave, innovative company. They eliminated the headphone jack from the iPhone first and then continued with a bunch of other products across their lineup, but they haven't been really consistent about it. So for instance, I have here the AirPods that I'm using very happily with my iPhone most of the time, and I can also use this with my iPad Air 3, which both use the Lightning connector. Now, while the iPhone lost its headphone jack, the base iPad and the iPad Air 3 still retain theirs, so that's pretty quirky, but again, both devices have a Lightning connector, and I can use these AirPods just fine. However, what my MacBook doesn't have is a Lightning connector. It still retains the headphone jack and a USB-C connector, but again, no Lightning. And it gets even better. My 2018 iPad Pro, that doesn't have a Lightning connector, nor does it retain a headphone jack. It's only USB-C. So for the past 7 or 8 months, what I ended up doing was I've always been carrying around different types of headphones. These wired earphones, some other wired headphones that had a headphone jack connection, and even some wireless cheaper headphones that I had around. And this has been extremely annoying and extremely inconvenient to boot. So through their great innovation, Apple made me decide that I want to spend another couple of $100 on some wireless headphones. And this is where the Beats Studio Buds come in. Because I had seen the rumors and they were all cool. They showed these fantastic looking buds, have great sound quality, and borrow a ton of features from the AirPods Pro. And what was there not to like? They would be working perfectly fine with within the Apple ecosystem, and also because of their integration with Android, out of the box, they would work fantastically well with my Pixel device, so I would have this single pair of headphones across my entire devices, which made me extremely happy and looking forward to them. However, that was not gonna happen. Why? Because a critical feature is actually missing. For everyone that still doesn't know, I think it's important to mention that Apple bought Beats back in 2014, I think, for something over $3 billion. So they're in full control and they can control the whole operation from start to finish, including the design of the products. While the Beats Studio Buds borrowed a lot of stuff from the AirPods, they miss out on a critical hardware component and a critical software functionality that it brings. Namely the H1 chip that allows the AirPods to seamlessly integrate with your iCloud and connect seamlessly across multiple Apple devices. For some reason, Apple chose to be really brave here and didn't include this feature in the Studio Buds, and as such, they can't seamlessly move from one Apple device to the next, which takes away the entire convenience of the Apple ecosystem. One of the main selling points of AirPods and AirPods Pro is the fact that they're integrated with iCloud, which means you can easily switch between Apple devices. Had Apple chosen to include this functionality in the Beats Studio Buds, it would have made it a no-brainer purchase. But instead, they chose not to overlap the products too much. The AirPods are destined to work fantastically well within the Apple ecosystem, whereas the Beats Studio Buds will also work fantastically well outside of it, having a dedicated Android app that allows for smooth integration with Android phones, which is awesome. And this practically eliminated them from the running because, as I've said, smart switching or quick switching between devices with the AirPods is one of the most important features that I was looking for. And critically, if you own a bunch of Apple stuff, so like I said, an iPhone, an iPad, a Mac, you will greatly enjoy this feature because I feel it's one of the best implementations within the Apple ecosystem and its amazing functionality. I'll be doing a video on the Apple ecosystem thing in a relatively short while here on the channel, so keep an eye out. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss out on that. And now to the value for money proposition. Why not get regular AirPods, which are about $100 cheaper? Well, a bunch of reasons. First and foremost, I consider these to be basically accessories. They're not part of my main focus on tech. I'll use these to listen to music, the odd phone call here and there, and basically use them a great deal when I'm editing my own videos. And as such, I have zero intention of changing these out for the new model if, let's say, one appears towards the end of the year or early in 2022, as it's been often rumored in the last couple of weeks. And also because the base AirPods would be missing out on a ton of features, namely the active noise cancellation, the transparency mode, and also on the customization of the size of the buds themselves. The AirPods, the standard AirPods, go with a design that's one size fits all, so if they don't fit in your ear that well, tough luck. Whereas these have adaptable buds that allow a certain degree of customization. And there's also the price. On Apple's website, the standard AirPods are about $150, and they reach to about $200 with the wireless charging box included. But you know which other headphones you're gonna get on sale from time to time? These. I was able to land these locally for about $210, and when they initially released in my local market, they were well over $300. So that was a significant price drop. I think on Amazon they retail for about $190 to $200 at this time. So in terms of price, they're actually a lot closer to the standard AirPods than it may seem at first glance. And since I'm gonna hang on to these for a couple of years, well, at least I hope so, the difference in price wasn't that huge to begin with. Yes, they're pricey at $200. I still consider them very expensive for what they are, but I was willing to shell out that amount of cash to get the best features currently available and get rid of the myriad different headphones I had to use previously. Now, I'll do a follow-up video in the next week or so on these AirPods Pro, looking at some of their most interesting and cool features, while also looking at some downsides, because there are a few. So if you want to check out that video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you find out as soon as I put out a new video. Again, as usual, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time.